welcome back to Spaz on Wheels after a very long break from doing any content. This episode I will talk through why I've been gone for so long and just some updates on, you know, what's transpiring with me and why I haven't been so active, pretty much. So, talk about some other things, maybe too, some things I did that I didn't do any good jobs of recording on and stuff, but it's going to be a little windy out. It's not as bad as yesterday. Actually, this is attempt 2 at doing this video. Yesterday was much more windy. A few muches there. And, I am out and about on the Tiger 1200 right now, my Desert Edition 2020. And just bombing around, taking a little break from work. So hopefully I'll get around to editing this tonight and get it up and uploaded, and then it'll be available tomorrow or even this evening. So I'm gonna wait till I decide I'm gonna take a turn up here, and then I'll come back to you and just cover things that have been going on. Loosey-goosey gravel here. Take it a little easy, especially while I'm talking and maybe not paying the best attention to riding. Yeah, so what's been going on? Well, for one thing, I did a job switch. This is actually loose enough, and I want to stand up a little bit, let the bike dance. Yeah, she's gonna dance a bit. Yeah, so I switched jobs, so that was one thing that's really taken up a lot of my time, and been quite busy with the new job, so that's taken up a lot of my time. Just got really busy with life in general. Then I got sick, or I got some health issues that happened, and I've officially joined the diabetic community, and then got some really bad infection, which they put me on antibiotics, and I couldn't eat. So I lost about 30 pounds in a week and a half, which wasn't bad because I needed to lose the weight, but that's not the way you lose weight. Ooh, they must have just laid down gravel recently. Sketchy out here. So that's sort of what's been going on there. So that took me, I just rebounded from that recently. So not a big deal, but give it another gear, stop spinning this tire as much. So I don't know how I'm going to return to this, how often I'm going to post. I do want to do this, and I have some other bigger life changes we're trying to do as a family, and that may be where this channel goes, which will still include lots of wheels, so even more wheels actually. So I'll talk about that for a second. So we've got, my wife and I have 4 kids. One's already out of the house. Another one's gonna graduate this year and do some join the Army Reserve. So she'll be in basic and her advanced training for quite a while. And we're debating right now, and this is where we're at. Is we sort of want to get out on the road a little bit, and after this school year, we'll have 2 boys, 12 and 13. Those are the only kids we have left in the house. We sort of want to take them, maybe live on the road on it, and sort of do trailer life, like a toy hauler. So we have a toy hauler today. It's a traditional tow, more of a, you know, camper with a toy hauler in it, and it's not, I don't think it's going to work for us, so we're going to try to go to a 5th wheel, which will give us a little bit more space, a bigger bedroom, that kind of stuff. But the goal there is that, you know, if we can do this, we'll take a couple motorcycles with us, and that's a big debate right now. And we will hit the road. debate for me will be which bike do I take, because, you know, we've got 3 motorcycles between the wife and I. So she'll have her Chieftain, and I've got to decide between this bike, my Tiger, or whether I actually take the Challenger with me. So 2 baggers will be a very tight squeeze in most toy haulers, but it can be done. I've seen it done. So it is something we can definitely look at. So that is what's currently being debated. I do have to repair both bikes. I've actually damaged both bikes. I was at a bike rally Labor Day weekend, which was at Perry Lake, Kansas. And the clutch went out on my, well, it's not all the way out, but the clutch is going on my Indian Challenger. It's about 12,000 miles into the bike. I'm a little upset about it because I don't think that clutch should be gone this early. I've never had a clutch go this early in any of the Harleys I had ever. And took those bikes up to like 40,000+ miles, so. And so we'll have to figure that out. I gotta get that done. And on this bike, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video. I've got to pay attention to what's going on the road here in front of me as we zoom along. Is I broke both levers. The brake lever and the clutch lever, both the parts of the knobs fell off. I'm still driving it right now, so no big deal there. Some rear brake in this thing. This is a little loosey-goosey here. Not horrible, but not unsurmountable. I'm sure there's worse roads, and I still haven't done enough riding yet on this bike, so still learning how it behaves. And don't have knobbies. So if I had knobbies on, this would be a little bit easier. I'm on street like 90-10s. I think they're Metzler or something or others. So they're not bad. I mean, I could get up there and get going. I'm not wearing full gear. I'm wearing a jacket, got jeans, got my boots on. This stuff's compact here. This is actually fine. This I can zoom on and I'm not worried about it. But that looser gravel back there was a little sketchy. So, but anyways, that's what's been going on. I don't know how I'm going to return to this. I definitely like doing videos. I like the process quite a bit, as long as I have time. But a new job where I'm, you know, it's a little bit more responsibility, and just, you know, trying to get up to speed with them. So it's been about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months since I started that job. So this is the thing that gets me on choosing a bike that you're going to take with you, and you're going to either I'm going to have to leave one behind somewhere, like store it, and then maybe swap it out at some point. Is, you know, if I take a toy hauler and I go out and end up out in the desert somewhere, the bagger doesn't work in the desert very well. Or really, it shouldn't be used in the desert probably. This bike, on the other hand, if I equipped it with the right tires and I'm wearing the right gear, gives me more options. So definitely would like to think about what I could do there. So, because zooming around on country back roads like this and stuff is also fun. Riding around on roads is also fun. So, uh-oh, we're gonna get dusted by this truck coming this way, I think. So, road that is up there. So I'd like to, if, you know, I'm sorry to the subscribers, you know, that I haven't been active enough. So I'd like to apologize for not having content. You know, I'm not trying to make money with this, so I love that you're subscribed to me. Ooh, some bumpy bumps. Didn't even feel them though. Nice, good job, bike. And I'll try to make some more content. But I'd like your thoughts. You know, if you caught this video, you know, should I take the Tiger or should I take the Challenger, which matches my wife's bike, which does have its place as well for us to look like somewhat, not twinsies, but, you know, look like we belong together. So, because riding an adventure bike with a bunch of baggers feels weird, still to me. I don't understand why, but it shouldn't, but it does. So, it's like if I was on a sport bike, I'd probably feel weird riding with a bunch of baggers. And vice versa, if I'm on a bagger and I'm riding with a bunch of sport bike guys. So, yeah, let's use that shift assist. And we don't even have to use the clutch on this bike. I always forget about that. never use it. I'm a guy that just always pounds the clutch. I don't use the shift assist very often at all. So this is nice hard pack. This is like riding on a pavement with this bike. So just leave some comments there about what you think I should do. I will share at some point what we're looking at for vehicles. We do have an F350, trying to stay within a class where I can do a fifth wheel, but also maintain a single rear wheel. I don't want to have to go to a dually if I don't have to. So if I can stay away from a dually, I would prefer to do that. So, but that'll really come down to what the trailer we end up getting and whether it's going to be good or not. So we shall see. We also don't have the 8-foot box, so we're going to probably need a sliding hitch. But that's alright, we can figure that all out with our purchase. But there's some that sort of push it right to the limits of the truck as long as we keep the weight down in the trailer, which we can even with the bikes and putting fuel and all that stuff, because we're looking at ones with generators and preferably to also be able to put solar on it, maybe longer term. It depends how much we can invest in it. But we're literally going to sell the house, consolidate all our stuff down. I'm going to work on the road. I do work, you know, for a tech company, so there is, you know, I'm in the tech industry, so I just have to have internet, and there's plenty of ways to get internet, and the plan is to use Starlink, which should be available soon nationwide, as well as having backups of 4G, 5G, and some wireless technology. Again, I'll probably put a lot of that stuff maybe on this channel. But I do have another channel which I've got one video of. I'm doing horrible at making videos of any kind. But I sort of have two veins of my life, right? I've got my motorcycle adventures and that kind of stuff, and everything to do with vehicles and toy haulers, all that good fun stuff. But I also have a technology vein as well, so I have Spaz on Tech as well. That's my other channel. We have Spaz on Tech and Spaz on Wheels. So if you're into technology stuff and want to see what I do there, maybe I'll put some more content up there too. Again, that's going to all, I'm trying to figure out what the balance of life has to be. And that's one of the things, and I know a lot of influencers, you know, people that do this like for a living, and also make money through some other channels, but I know a lot of them get to this point of like burnout and all that kind of stuff, and it's real. This is work. You know, this is one of those things where, you know, you're turning in something you like to do, but then you got this camera you got to run, you got editing you got to do. I guess I want to go down the dead end road. I think this turns right into pavement. I'll be able to sit down again and feel comfortable. Back up to speed. All right. So, yeah, that's what's going on. I don't have much else to say. That's where I'm at. I'm sorry for not having content.